My name is Megan Perez. I'm a senior at Coral Reef Senior High School.
Awesome. Thank you. So actually, that was where I took my SAT, random aside. Like when I took it, not that anyone really cares, but it was definitely at Reef, and I had a loaf of bread while I took it.
Oh, really?
That's the key. Actually, I forgot to tell you that, and that's why I didn't get an 800, but you're supposed to eat a loaf of bread. But, more on that later. All right, this is the first question. What happened that made you realize that you needed our service?
So I wanted to raise my math score so I can improve my score in general. And I was doing a lot of self-studying through Khan Academy, but it didn't really seem to be helping me. It would only raise me 10 points or so. So I was trying to find something that I knew would guarantee a higher point, raising my points for math.
And at that time, had you taken an SAT yet?
Yeah, I took about 2, I believe, and then I was at a score of 1290. So I wanted to get 100% by futures, and I was just really struggling in math at that time.
And when you say you were doing Khan Academy, so what was that like for you?
So I would take an hour or so every day, and I would review the videos and do some practice questions. But sometimes I would get stuck, and I would kind of just skim the surface of those topics because I wasn't really sure how to guide myself to kind of get more in depth because I was just confused from the beginning. And although they had videos, I wasn't really understanding those videos, and there wasn't additional resources. So I kind of just had to keep going because I would spend too much time on that.
Right. And I mean, being that we are a math tutoring company,
yeah,
you needed more help with math. How were you in math before our prep?
I think I was so math has never been my strong suit, but I was doing at the time AP Calc, so I was learning a very different math than what the SAT was testing us on. So I wasn't doing algebra, geometry, and all that stuff for a while. So it was hard. So I felt I needed to refresh on those topics, but I just wasn't sure how to because I was just focusing on a different math at the time.
Right. So is reading your strength?
Yeah, reading's actually my strength, but now math ended up being my highest score on the SAT part.
Nice. Wait, are you an AP Cal now?
No, now I'm in AP Stats.
Okay. How's that?
It's actually going pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's a lot less math.
Yeah, it's more reading the word problems and conceptual.
Yeah, I remember that. Math was not your strength, but you were an AP Cal.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, so you've seen a lot of math and at an advanced level, but to an extent that it actually backfired is what you were saying, right?
Yeah. I feel when I do take the math courses, I get really focused on just that math so I can be good at that, but then I kind of forget about what I was taught in the past.
Right.
So for the SAT, I would look at the questions and I would kind of have an idea of what it was, but I just wasn't sure how to completely solve it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's like you needed a refresher.
Yeah.
And I forget if you said this already, but how'd you end up finding us?
How did I what?
How'd you guys find out about us?
So through my sister's friend, she actually took the course, and I saw on the Instagram how she did really good, and I was reading how the details that she gave about the course and stuff, and my sister also asked her about it, and she only had good things to say, so then that's when we got in contact.
Very nice. Did you have any apprehensions at first before starting?
Yeah, so I didn't know it was on Zoom, so I was a little bit unsure of how it was going to work at first because I know that it would be group tutoring, and I wasn't sure like how the dynamic of that would work, but it actually ended up like I actually ended up really liking how it was, because the groups weren't like too big that you weren't able to like learn one-on-one with the tutor yourself. Like it was just like it was a good size, so you were able to like learn from others' mistakes, or if they had questions that you might have not known to ask, like that helped also, I feel like. So I kind of was just able to like gain information not just from the tutor but from the other students as well.
Okay, very nice. And so how would you describe uh, our service to another student? Like what should they know?
I think that they should know just to do the work. Sometimes it can be a lot, but I feel like you just have to really manage your time with that. And it does pay off at the end. Like I know sometimes it could be a lot, but at the end it's worth it. Like I felt like doing the assignments, doing the practice tests, and like watching the videos if I missed, or doing like any extra help at the end really benefited me, because when I was doing the test itself, for like the first time was actually able to answer every question, and I felt like I actually got them right. Like I didn't feel uneasy about any of them. So that was like the first time, and I actually finished with time. So I felt like very confident, and I feel like it was just because I practiced a lot from like the assignments you gave and the homework and all of that. So I just think that if they do the course, like they have to be willing to put in the work, and it will pay off at the end.
That's basically what everyone's been saying. What I've kept telling people is like, if you can't put in the work, it's like,
Yeah.
you know, it has to be 50-50.
Yes.
All right, awesome. What result did we end up getting, helping you get?
So I ended up raising my score about 80 points. So I had a 650 in math, and then I got a 730. But overall, my score went from a 1290 to a 1410.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was very happy with my results.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
I'd be happy too. That's great.
Mhm.
I just got happy right now. And so what has that result meant for you?
So the results, so I was kind of worried at first, because this year the applicants for college, it's like very competitive this year. So I know most of the colleges are looking for higher scores. And even though I had a 1290, which wasn't bad, I knew I wanted a higher score to make me look better within the applicants. So getting a 1410 really just like made me like the stress go a little bit down, and like feel more secure, like knowing that my grades and my tests now would be good enough for the colleges I was applying to. So I felt really good about that. And I also ended up being able to like secure 100% Bright Futures with the SAT as well.
Nice. Where have you applied?
So I applied to mainly the Florida schools, like FIU, FSU, UF, and then like some of the schools out of state. But as of right now, I'm gonna be going to FSU.
Go Knowles.
Yes.
Wait, you said as of right now. What does that mean?
Or no, like right now, yeah, I am gonna be going to FSU.
Okay, you committed.
Yeah, yeah.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited.
What are you gonna study?
Biology.
Pre-med?
Yeah,
Bless your soul.
yeah.
Woo! You know the MCAT is an 8 hour, I think it's like 8 hour test.
It's gonna be a long process, but I'm ready for it.
That's awesome. I've had a lot of friends going through that in all different stages. So anybody who when they say that they're gonna do that, I'm like, you know what? You're a real one.
No, yeah.
Cool. What advice would you give a student who's currently on that SAT prep journey?
I would just say to not slack off and really just do your work. And the practicing does help. At the time, it may seem like if you have a lot, you might just brush it off and you'll be like, I'll just do the stuff next week. Like the stuff that you miss will matter, and like it does really help if you do it all. Like, because even for me, like doing it with school and having to manage like the school and the SAT prep at the same time, it could be a lot sometimes, but I did learn to manage my time so I could do both, and like not just like do the homework and kind of brush it off, but to really learn what I was doing so that like I could like gain that for the SAT. So I feel like it's just do your assignments and things and really just take the time and effort to like to put into the course if you want to see improvements.
Well said.
Mhm.
Say that all the time, but it's, you know, you
Yeah.
can't just do the homework.
Yeah.
You gotta, like,
Like yeah. Like even I feel like you hear it a lot, but like once you like actually do it and then you see the results, it's like it's what you say is true. Like it really does play into like what your results end up becoming.
yeah. I'm in the middle of that right now. They have their test on March 11th.
Yeah.
I'm here like, you know, trying to do the work.
Yes. It does pay off.
I'm gonna have to bring a bunch of you guys into class one day. It might be not a bad idea just to have you guys be like, you guys say it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got into FSU. What's up? Like,
Mhm.
do the damn work.
Yes.
Maybe that's what they need, bro. You got me
The
thinking.
motivation.
Yeah, man. You guys are the key, maybe. Well, good luck on your journey.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time, and have a great weekend.
You too.